Hi.
Hi.
My name is Lena and I'm going to be working with you today.
Hi, my name is Lauren.
Before we get started, I just need to have you sign a informed consent. Just letting you know that all of what we talk about today will be confidential. But if there is a point where I feel like you may cause harm or to yourself or others, then I have to let somebody know.
Okay.
So is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, well, thank you. So what brings you in today?
Well, I've been feeling really stressed out about school, and I feel like because it's only a month in, I'm only going to get more stressed as it goes. And I also kind of feel like since school started that I have been losing out on some friendships, and it's really kind of making me upset.
So when you talk about things that cause anxiety or stress, what specific things, especially with school?
Well, I'm really busy. I'm taking a lot of classes, and it's only my sophomore year, but the generals that I'm taking are harder than I thought they were going to be. And I have also started taking a business class, and it's a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be, and there's a lot involved in it. And I'm also, I just got a new job, and they want a lot of hours from me, and I don't want to give up that job because I need the money. And so it's hard to fit in my homework and my class hours, which are obviously really important. Like, I can't cut back on any of that.
Right.
And my new job it's hard because they're requiring so many hours from me, and they're scheduling me all the time. And I've tried to cut back some of the days that I work, but it's this whole process of sending in the request to take out some hours, and then they don't get back to you very fast, so they continue to schedule me every week a lot. But I really need the money because I'm paying for school by myself. So, and I just quit my other job because it was not a very good job. The management wasn't very good.
Okay.
And so it just is hard to schedule everything so that it all works out the right way. And I feel like I'm so busy, and I moved back home this year because living on campus was just too much money. So because I'm not living with my friends and I'm so busy, I don't get to see them a lot, and I feel like they've gotten a lot closer since school started, and I've distanced from them a lot, and so that really makes it hard. And even if I see them on campus or something, it's just like a hi, how are you, and then you pass. And so it's not
very brief.
Yeah, it's not a very in-depth conversation or anything like that, and I just really miss it. And so it's really taking a toll on me, I think.
Yeah. Well, it definitely sounds like you have a lot on your plate, a lot to balance out, and I can see where you're getting very stressed and anxious about things. I guess the biggest thing with school is just trying to figure out, with work and school and that balance is, you need to figure out what your priorities are and, what seems to be. I know that you are paying for your schooling, and then, you have the schoolwork on top of it. So it's you got to find that balance between, working enough so that you can pay for school, but then also manage your school, because that's why you're going. That's most important. So there are actually a couple different resources that you might be able to use with paying for school. And I don't know if you have done filling out FAFSA or other loans and private loans. Have you looked into that, or have you done that?
I did do FAFSA, but I think partly because I only live with one parent,
Mhm.
and she doesn't make a ton of money, but I think it's just enough that I don't get as much.
Okay.
And not living on campus was supposed to help me save a little bit of money by not having to pay for those extra fees, but FAFSA also took that into consideration, which I didn't think about ahead of time, and so I'm still paying. I'm even paying a little bit more out of pocket than I was when I lived on campus. And my mom, all of her money goes towards bills and stuff like that, so she doesn't really have a whole lot of leftover money to help me pay for school. And my dad's not even really in the picture, so he can't help me. So that's kind of why I'm stuck with it on my own, and I get nervous around private loans and stuff just because I know they have a lot of interest. And, I never know with like the economy and stuff how that's gonna play out. So I kind of tried to stay away from those, but I'm not sure what else to really do.
Well, besides the private loans, and there are some tricky ways around that. I know that some of them do have high interest, and also depending on the school that you go to. Where do you go to college?
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, okay. Because they are a private school, I don't know the specifics at St. Thomas, but oftentimes private colleges will actually, even if you bring in a private loan, they may or may not take that out of their own loans and grants that they have given you, or they have the financial aid that they have given you. But there are some, and these can vary depending on even ethnicity or minority, your background, or what your major is, or what kind of sports you do. It really varies. There's so many different options, but they do have a lot of grants and even scholarships that you can do. Whether that's you may just have to fill out an application, or even write an essay, or do something that shows that you're capable of getting that grant or scholarship.
Okay.
So I can find out a little bit more information on those, and if we set up another session, then I can refer you to those resources.
Okay, yeah, that would be really helpful. Is there a place on campus I can go to that would maybe have extra information too?
Definitely. I can check into it, but I would think that there is a financial aid or a student account, some office like that they would be able to let you know too, and they might know a lot more on local area loans and scholarships. Otherwise, they might even be able to apply for you to get into some of those programs to help you out with school.
Okay, yeah, that would be really cool.
But then I also want to talk, I know you had mentioned that you are having a hard time hanging out with your friends, or being able to see your friends in a longer amount of time without just that brief conversation. So I wonder if you're able to set aside a little bit of time each week to be able to either dedicate to just yourself, or to be able to hang out with your friends. I know that you are very busy, and that's sometimes that's a struggle to do.
Yeah.
But do you know if there is extra time?
Well, one of the only days that I don't work consistently every week is a Wednesday.
Okay.
So, I guess maybe I could. I guess the reason I never tried to talk to them about it before was that I figured, that's right in the middle of the week, and everyone's really busy then, papers are due and tests are happening and stuff, so I was never really sure if I should try to text them or talk to them or anything like that. So, but I suppose since I don't have to work those times, that I I can probably text them. Maybe we can go out and get ice cream or something, or
Yeah.
watch a movie.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be a long time. I mean, I guess it's just that being able to set aside a little bit of time where you can just have fun and not think about all of the other things that are stressing you out in your
Right.
life.
Yeah.
But I think that would be good to look into and see with your job if that's able to be done, and making sure that you still have enough time to do your homework and
Right.
prepare for class. But I think that would be a very beneficial thing for you, and maybe with the other potential loans and scholarships that you might be able to get for school, maybe you would be able to not have to work as much, but
Right.
we can look into that more too. So
Okay, that would be really awesome.
good, yeah. So would you like to set up another session of
Yeah, definitely. Especially to find out about those loans and things like that.
Yeah.
I would really love to.
Yeah, okay. So we'll set up an appointment, and then I'll look into those resources, and we can kind of go from there and figure out maybe even your week schedule or even a month schedule.
Right.
We can
that
just
would
take
be
a look at
really
that.
helpful, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you can even bring in your work and your school schedule too, and we can figure that out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It
have
was
a good
really
day.
nice talking to you.
Nice to talk to you.